Hey guys, this is SoulRack333 with an update, and here I have my G.I. Joe Classified Spirit. This is my original one that was not broken, and I got a replacement from Hasbro, and within a week, so I'm very surprised. I had to jump through hoops though. When I got my Valaverse figure replaced, all I did was sent an email with a picture, and the next reply I got was, "We'll send a replacement." And in that same reply was a tracking number. So just like that, I was shocked. With Hasbro though, I went to the website, emailed customer service, got the standard, "We will reply within 72 hours." And then I actually got a quick reply after that. But the reply was, "We will send this to the appropriate people." I'm like, and so I actually called the 800 number the next morning, which was Monday morning. And after being put on hold for half of the phone conversation, I spoke with a lady, and basically my options were either a full refund, or they would send something of equal value. And I said, "Well, what about this?" And she said, "Oh, we don't have that in stock." And I said, "Bull." Because if I were to place an order at the Hasbro Pulse, I could get one. But then she said, "Oh, that's a different part of the company. We don't have access to that inventory. We only have access to the parts and replacement inventory, and we don't have him." I said, "You work for the same company. You should be able to have access." And then she put me on hold. "Let me talk to my manager." And then came back. "Hold on, let me talk to him some more." Which is bull. She's probably at her house. And then she comes back, "Sir, we can offer a one-time replacement. We don't normally do this, but fortunately I am the one person that has access to both inventory, and so I can do a one-time exception and return this and give you a replacement item." I honestly did not thank her, because I thought that was pure BS. All I said was, okay, so you know, it's just weird, that first, her QC issue is just not consistent. I don't know. And then it's a billion-dollar corporation, and well, I guess now we know why they're billions of dollars. They cut costs whenever they can, and then refuse to replace items, whatever. Now, so I have my replacement Spirit, and I was also able to repair the broken one. So what I did was I had to sacrifice a Cobra Trooper, unfortunately, but I have plenty of those, and used hot water to soften the plastic, pop the joints off, and then I tried to see if I can remove the entire torso piece from the waist, but the joint is a hard plastic, and so this is hard plastic, and the joint itself is also a hard plastic, so I think I would have just broken the piece. So the next option was to remove this diaper. This part of the waist is just a diaper covering up the waist underneath. And then what I did with the Mannyfaces custom that I did, I just used an X-Acto knife to carefully cut along the seam, and then eventually it popped apart, and inside is the can't see it, the joint, the ball joint for the hips. It's like an interesting way of, it's what causes this to drop down. That it can be removed. I did the same thing with the Cobra figure and replaced that little piece. Now what was interesting is that Cobra piece, I guess, has a longer joint, and so what's weird is, you know, he now can do this. So you move one leg and the other one is affected. Also the hip itself sticks out a little bit more than that, but it's all right. Now that I know that I can replace that, again, you have to sacrifice a figure to do that. I forgot to grab it to show you, but maybe what I can do is find another trooper or something, to see if I can find that hip joint that is a little bit smaller, you know, and then I just put it back together. I didn't glue it in case I wanted to replace that piece, but what's cool is that it does not, it's better you know. So, and then because of this, I actually went back to my first one. This is the first one. It still has that issue, but I did put some of the shock fluid, dabbed Q-tip and put some in there, and you can feel it. It's a lot better. Some people said you can sand it down. I'm not going to do that. The shot grease is enough. I did the same thing with the Masters of the Universe Revelation figures when those are brand new. Something to watch out when you watch other people reviewing figures. The Masters of the Universe Revelations, the old ones. Watch how old reviewers review those figures. They'll go through the articulation and say, this does this. Oh wow, wide hip, you know, spread. The problem with those figures was you couldn't put them back, right? It wasn't smooth. So what you have to do, you kind of had to fight it, right? Watch those reviews, because a lot of times what they'll do is this. They'll do this, and then suddenly it's cut to the next scene. There's an edit that they do, and I bet you it's them fighting this, and they make no mention of it. None of them. So that's when I had to use the shot grease for those. It works. You know, I don't feel any resistance. Yeah. So whenever I open this, I'm going to apply the shot grease on that. So anyway, now to actually customize this guy. I think people will either love what I do with it or they will hate it, but it's mine. I have a feeling that my brother will like it and would like one for himself. So now that I got a third one, that's what I'll probably do. So anyway, thanks for watching.